So don't you good about that?
Yeah. Now it's just convenient to just keep it on.
Is that right? You can walk outside and walk up.
I'm happy with it. Wearing it at this point.
Just went through and answered her questions one by one by one. Go ahead. Okay. Is everybody ready to minute?
I have.
Yes.
Any changes or corrections?
Yeah.
Okay, if no changes or corrections, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of March 2nd, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the minutes of March 2nd, 2026. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Would you like to appoint her?
Yes, we need a motion to appoint Ally Meyer to the Northeast Kansas Environmental Services Board.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded to approve Ally Meyer to the Northeast Kansas Environmental Services Board. Any further discussion? And just for clarification, she will be taking place of Amy Hallauer, who resigned. So, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay, no. Morning, Brooke.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I just not early. That's for sure. I was
Sure
like,
did.
oh God. I had forgotten to print the last part of the signature piece on the grant. That's why Do I?
You don't need that.
Kind of. I was like, that's the most important part. I'm hoping to meet with Judge Hobenstein following this meeting to get that signature for the chair. Okay, so here's a copy of the agreement.
Okay.
Essentially, this will just, it's pretty whatever. I mean, it just kind of walks you through it all. But the back pieces are all the other requirements, so I always make sure to include those, like our JCAP, all of our members and lists, and the MOU for our immediate intervention program with all 4 counties, flow chart, budget, which is how they're doing things is really strange. I mean, it's pretty basic. And then our percentage pay, and then our agency goals, and then the back is the actual signature piece that is also, I'll just require the chair signature on.
No, you're good.
This is the bottom one.
Right there.
Does that look right?
Nope. Hold it again.
And your board looked over all this?
That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I always give a copy to everybody. It's,
Sure.
The thing is, and I don't know how much you guys are paying attention to the House bills, but there's a specific House Bill 2329.
Okay.
The thing with that bill is that it will likely our evidence-based program funds will go away after 27 for us. I mean, that was a 2-year cycle grant, so it was 26 and 27. And that is our family engagement program that we're able to, sorry, I thought that was a bat on your, I was like looking. Jeez, I know, sorry. I was like, I just want to make sure that's not what that was. So that program is our family engagement program that really allows us to help families identify needs, goals, and barriers. The thing that you guys really need to pay attention to, though, is the part where, so for detention juveniles, we do what's called a Kansas Detention Assessment Instrument. That screening tool helps us to determine whether a youth goes to detention or if they appear as on a warrant, it's a mandatory detain. That bill will likely increase the amount of juveniles being detained. So most of you, all of you, probably had never saw that flux, high in rates of juveniles being detained back before the reform, which was in 2017. This bill will be a mandatory of any firearm, possession of a firearm at the time, even if it wasn't used in the commission of the crime. The other is it does right now, which we're hoping that through the committee process, they'll revise this piece, but the other piece is if a juvenile appears twice within a 12-month period, it'll be a mandatory detain. That will be huge. That will impact the county's budgets a lot. We had just secured an agreement with Johnson County. So right now we do Douglas first, and then we would go to Johnson. And the reason being, it will put an officer on the road longer, but it's $150 a day versus $300, which is what Shawnee is charging. So this will tie our hands, is what I'm saying.
It's going to be that we're going to be paying more money to detain.
It'd be a nightmare, truly. I mean, we have this tool. I don't understand if we have this tool, why, I won't have the ability. So like right now, I have the ability to override that tool to not detain, only when it's not a mandatory, meaning warrant.
Sure.
That will not be the case. Now, my bigger concern personally, like I'm always conscious of the counties, all 4 counties' budgets, and I'm trying to make it very well known now, and then once that bill passes and we have it finalized to kind of know what to expect, I'll be reaching out to all sets of commissioners, so they're also aware, but I know you guys are going to be going into your budget seasons.
Right.
So it's something to kind of put in the back of your mind. But the other piece to this is, so the way it works with a juvenile is they can only be in custody for an offense, not child needed care, so there's 2 differences, for an offense for 6 hours. If we can't find a bid, because obviously this is going to increase detaining, and that's gonna then decrease our ability to have a bed available, what are we gonna do? So the good news is, we had this actually similar thing happen in, I think it was 2019. So I did draft what's called bond conditions in lieu of detention. That does not mean I can do that if there's a bid available. What that does mean is that I would have the ability to do that if we don't have a bid available. And then they would just need to get him into court.
What is the House bill, you said?
2329.
329.
Mm-hmm. You really want to, and I mean, there's some, if you go, there's parts that you can get broke out, but like, we have a director's meeting on Wednesday. I again have questions. I'm on that CAT committee, so I actually knew about this bill, and we've been watching it, following it, and we've had DOC testimony on it.
What
It
do you
just-
think the chances that are?
Oh, it's going to go through. It's just, what will the final bill look like?
That's what I mean. You
I'm
think
hoping
that
they
there's
will
gonna
go
be-
away, the 2 offenses within a year. That would be really problematic for everyone.
Do you know what representation from our county sets on those committees?
There isn't.
There isn't?
No, I mean, this has gone through the House and this has gone through the Senate.
But there would be,
I mean, I don't have any contacts within that are on these actual committees that on those bills. I've sounded off.
I think
And
Senator Bowker
encouraged.
sets on,
I mean, it's really about the twice in a year thing. The
what's
commission of a firearm, I mean, you guys have had a case, we've had one in Jeff, and we just had one in Wabunsee, but the Wabunsee one I did detain, so that wouldn't even question it.
what's their reasoning behind this?
Because things are, your communities, juveniles, because of the reform, there's just not a lot of teeth in it.
Can we bill parents?
So that's funny you say that. So it's on my radar, but I'm almost certain in the juvenile code book, it does talk about the parent can be subject to the detention fines. And I want to look at that. Now, with that being said, I think that it should be considered on cases where the parent is not aware or what we would consider without a responsible adult. If it's a parental, so we try to push for child needed care cases and juvenile, we call them crossover, so it's both sides of the dual case on situations where it's clear that the parent is without control. But when a kid's going out and doing something or it happens at school or not under the watch of the parent, it's hard to say then the parent would be subject to that. But I need to look at the codes. There's juvenile code books, there's statute on it. I mean, clearly kids being removed from parents' custody, they pay child support. But kids that are going to detention, that's not always the case now. Kids that go to our juvenile prison, the parents pay child support. A lot of parents don't realize that. Once we tell them that kind of changes their tune, and usually they want to try to get support and a preventative piece in place to help.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely pay attention. Sorry, that just kind of blasted
No,
me.
you're
That was really
good.
good for the
I'm
grant, but
glad you said
I
that.
do
We're
want to
going to
bring
look
it
that
up.
bill up and see what's going on with it and see if we need to try to step in, talk to our legislators and see what we can do.
Right.
So I appreciate the information.
Yeah, and like I said, really focus on that 12th month 2 times, because that will, I mean, I could get some data just for Jackson County, but I can't even imagine how many kids we would be detained. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of reoffenders.
Yeah.
So this would be another one of those unfunded mandates that
Yes.
we talk about.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank
Happy
you.
day.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy the weather.
We'll see you later. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, do you have any business coming before us today? Linda, do you have anything? We'll kind of start working on this, these questions, and probably go answer to all of them. Yep. All right, there's no further business coming forth. Yeah, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. We adjourn this meeting. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.